Kazarian Silas, young. You're going to be stepping into the ring tonight with the Redneck Renegades. And guess what? We're more than ready to get into the ocean and play with the sharks.
Are you ready now? I got you freaking out. Say you're ready now. I'm not gonna say it again. Who said a man can take a stand? He's got a plan, he's got a right. He'll fight to win, he won't give in. He'll watch the signs or pay the price. You sow your pride, you'll pay the price. Know that it gets you every time. Still I gotta know, are you ready for war? 'Cause it's coming around, are you ready once more? I am not gonna say it again.
Welcome to CWE Adrenaline. It's another week, and I am your host, as always, Mike Young. Tonight on the show, we've got a former TNA champion, we've got 2 Ring of Honor stars, and we've got a former CWE champion, all in action. And we kick things off with AJ Sanchez, a guy that I am mighty glad is back in the ring on CWE television. He takes on ORIN VEIGT, the Dark Prophet, in our opening contest on CWE Adrenaline. Here's Dynamite Dave Petro.
Thank you very much, Mike Young. We are off and running. CWE Adrenaline on the air. Dave Petro ringside, joined by wrestling's smartest man, Mike Jones. And Mike, this is a tremendous one-on-one matchup.
After the finish to last week's episode, we were off, like you said, to a hot start here, and the Canadian Crusher, AJ Sanchez, versus the Dark Prophet, ORIN VEIGT. This is quite an interesting matchup we've got here.
Absolutely correct. ORIN VEIGT, a man who improves each and every week. Never in my life have seen him take on a man of the size of the Canadian Crusher, AJ Sanchez, and perhaps maybe the viciousness.
Straight right fist. Oh, and a chop right back from ORIN VEIGT.
ORIN VEIGT has a lot of, it's not to be a pun, but a lot of fight in the guy, that's for sure. But he's out of his league here, I think, with the Canadian Crusher.
You know what? It's definitely truly size versus speed here.
Prior to this matchup, the Dark Prophet, ORIN VEIGT, had some words for AJ Sanchez, and let's take a listen to those.
Great, you get to hear from him.
Tonight I take on AJ Sanchez, the Canadian Crusher. You know, the Convent's been looking for more sacrifices. AJ Sanchez is clearly plumb for the picture on this one. Tonight, you see just what it's like to be in the darkness of the Convent. You may have been doing this for quite a while. You made a big name for yourself being the bad guy. But you're not the evil guy. I am.
Was that a recruiting message, Mike?
He mentioned something about sacrifices, and you know what? I don't like his odds right now in the ring with the Canadian Crusher.
Yeah, I do think that AJ Sanchez has had a pretty impressive career, and
the man has traveled. He's been all over Canada, the U.S.,
and
Mexico.
He's led factions of his own.
He sure has.
And if you want, I'm sure glad these words were broadcast right now, because I'm sure AJ Sanchez would take the level of violence up a notch if he heard that prior to this matchup.
Yeah, you're most definitely correct. Now, ORIN VEIGT, both these guys generally not endearing themselves to the people, but I think by default, ORIN VEIGT may have the support here of these people.
AJ Sanchez greeting ORIN VEIGT with a big boot. And AJ Sanchez now jawing with some of the fans. The fans get under his skin, and he doesn't get distracted, but he gives it back to them.
He sure does. He's got a mouth on him, and look at that, just looking into the camera. ORIN VEIGT here, hasn't been able to get anything going. The Crusher has just shut him down in every which way.
Well, the Canadian Crusher tonight weighing in at 321 pounds, and ORIN VEIGT, I do believe, seeing the lineup downstairs, barely breaking 200.
You know what? He may be half the size of the Canadian Crusher, and that may be an obstacle that he just can't overcome here tonight.
But like I said, he's improved a lot over the last few weeks since he's been in the CWE. And what I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for here is taking on all challengers.
He most definitely has been. He's put on some stellar matches here, but man, the Canadian Crusher, look at that. You just can't combat that kind of strength, that kind of size.
And you know the Canadian Crusher, after going down to defeat last week, after the tremendous tag team match with Kamikaze and the Gift Jason Kincaid, you know that he's refocused right now.
He needs to get himself back on track. That puts him at 1-1 on CWE Adrenaline here. Look at that, he's just jawing with the people.
Yeah, he's a very sharp-tongued gentleman, that is for sure.
Yeah, definitely never at a loss for words. And in firm control here over ORIN VEIGT, the Dark Prophet.
Coming up a little bit later on, Mr. Incredible will go one-on-one with Jacob Savage.
My boy, Mr. Incredible.
And in our main event tonight, the Redneck Renegades taking on the team of Frankie Kazarian and wrestling's last real man, Silas Young.
That's going to be one heck of a tag team match. And look at this, a sunset flip. No. ORIN VEIGT just doesn't have an answer for AJ Sanchez here.
Oh, that was the answer. AJ Sanchez answered back with clothesline to the mouth.
Yeah, very simple, very effective offense here. He's just beating up ORIN VEIGT. He's definitely bullying the man here a little bit.
He certainly is taking his time. And oh my goodness.
Look at that, he's just slapping, just utter disrespect for his opponent.
My dad taking me out to the woodshed.
You probably deserved it, much like ORIN VEIGT did.
I did. I don't know what ORIN VEIGT. ORIN VEIGT did deserve it when he signed the contract and perhaps trying to recruit AJ Sanchez into the Convent.
That's what you get for stepping in the ring with the Canadian Crusher. The man is going to hurt. He's going to crush you, Dave. It's really simple.
He's mean, he's vicious, and he's a winner.
He's a former CWE Tag Team Champion, former CWE Champion. Like we covered, the man has traveled the world, and look at this. Just a simple, methodical game plan, and he's got control here over ORIN VEIGT.
He certainly does. And just wearing him down methodically, he doesn't have to exert too much energy because that size difference, and anybody's taken physics knows that mass will really overrule.
You're completely right, Dave. That's what he's done here. He slowed the pace down. He slowed it down to a pace that he likes.
It does. He certainly does. And this could be it for Mr. ORIN VEIGT.
This could be
this is it.
Ending here.
This is it. The referee lifting that hand.
This works every time.
The timekeeper's got the bet. And listen. A little bit of support from the fans.
The Dark Prophet. There's a little bit of fight left in the Dark Prophet here.
Certainly is. Conjuring up some spirits, if you will.
Yes, he needs to. He needs to fire. Yeah, there. That's what he needs to do. He needs to pick up the speed on AJ Sanchez here.
And comes back. Oh, and AJ Sanchez not off his feet though. ORIN VEIGT doing a valiant job and trying to cut him down to size.
Not even knocked the man off his feet yet.
321 doesn't go down that easily. Off the ropes. No, look at this. The double reversal. And comes up with an enziguri kick. And that's as close as I've seen AJ Sanchez to nearly falling down.
And he had, wait 1 second.
No, up and over. And ORIN VEIGT comes back. You gotta like that fight in him so far.
Too fast for Sanchez, and
that was almost a Superman punch.
He almost knocked him off his feet. He's gonna need to be Superman if he's gonna get this man off his feet.
Comes back, kind of a clothesline. Basically, almost took himself outside the ring.
Well, he's bringing it to AJ Sanchez right now, but he's not knocked him down.
Comes
there it is!
This could be an upset in the making. Hooks that leg, 1 and 2. And AJ Sanchez, the semblance of mind to get his foot on that bottom rope.
Well, we covered this before. AJ Sanchez may be wrestling smartest wrestler alongside the smartest man here. The man got his foot on the ropes, and he knows where he is every time in that ring.
You are definitely a fan of the Canadian Crusher, Mike.
We covered this before, a couple similarities. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, you know. But he may not be a good-looking guy after this.
And smart ORIN VEIGT, able to recover. Oh, but that's how he recovers. Comes back in.
Big boot,
Sanchez
right to the
now.
face. Look at this.
Oh! Referee did not see it, but AJ Sanchez getting the win with his feet on the ropes over ORIN VEIGT.
This portion of CWE Adrenaline brought to you by Main Event Munchies, Freedom Fitness, Budweiser, and 123approved.ca. Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline. I talked about former CWE champions, but I also gotta mention, we've got a current CWE champion in action. We're talking about Mr. Incredible, one half of the reigning and defending CWE Tag Team Champions. Of course, I'm talking about Pain and Punishment. Mr. Incredible goes one-on-one with Jacob Savage right now on Adrenaline. Let's go to the ring with Dynamite Dave Petro.
Thank you very much, Mike Young. Dave Petro ringside with Wrestling Smartest Man Mike Jones. And this man in the ring right now, you are a big fan of, Mike.
Big fan, huge fan of Mr. Incredible in the black and blue. And by the end of this match, Jacob Savage is going to be looking black and blue, if I do say so.
Saw his tag team partner fall at the hands and the feet of AJ Sanchez, ORIN VEIGT in their opening contest. And the other member of the Convent, Jacob Savage now, trying his luck. Mr. Incredible, the man, 300 pounds of meanness.
You do not want to piss off Mr. Incredible. The man is mean, the man is violent, and he just likes hurting people.
He certainly is, and then every once in a while, we'll pull out that black hammer.
Oh, he'll definitely whip out that black hammer and take some heads off, and that's what Jacob Savage is going to need to look out for here today.
We have seen over the past few years Mr. Incredible never back down from a fight, and we have seen him involved in some major controversy so far in the CWE, and he always seems to be sticking his nose in everybody's business.
Well, the man grew up in the ghettos of Virginia Beach, Virginia.
And you've been down there.
We've taken the tour. I mean, we're cool, we're tight. We've gone out and gotten lit. That is a term that is used. I can definitely confirm that. But the man has grown up all his life fighting. Actually, a former military member as well. So the man knows how to fight.
And before you said that, I knew there had to be some sort of that in his background. The way he walks, the way he holds himself up. There's a different straightness in his basically persona. Like, he is just so mean and walks so methodically and so intimidating.
Intimidating is definitely a word I would use for Mr. Incredible.
And he's just had enough so far of Jacob Savage just basically sidestepping that as Jacob Savage came off that second rope.
I've seen this man use that black hammer and knock some dudes out. I mean, straight up. I have seen him knock Danny Duggan out middle of the ring with his black hammer clothesline.
Oh, we've seen that, him terrorizing hotshot Danny Duggan several years ago, and men in hoods, you never know who was going to show up, and just basically just playing on the mind of many guys. So he's intimidating in the ring and very intimidating outside the ring.
Oh, have you ever walked by Mr. Incredible in the back? Have you ever tried to talk to the man?
I have.
And how did that go for you?
Not successful.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think the man has ever said 2 words. Oh, he has. Get out of my face. How many words is that?
He doesn't take too kindly to your type, Dave.
Wrestling announcers.
Wrestling announcers, Dave. That's exactly what I meant. I've even, we've chatted, and we've talked about you a little bit, Dave, and it's never been good stuff. I stuck up for you, though. I stuck up for you. I said good things.
I'm very cordial in the back. I mind my manners. I just want to get some insight in the matchups. I have to do my job. Hey, I used to be in the ring like these gentlemen. We're talking years and years ago. So I want to know a little bit what these guys are thinking.
Big kick to the face.
Yeah, I know what right now what Jacob Savage is thinking.
You keep talking like that, Dave, and Mr. Incredible might kick you in the face, too. Look at that.
I'm glad I am safe and sound in my announcing desk right now where nobody can see me.
Just vicious strikes. Look at that.
He's having fun.
Yeah, well, he's having fun when he's beating people
Yeah,
up.
and that's probably the only time you ever see a smile on his face.
That's most of the when we stop at the 7-Eleven to get some Slurpees.
Yeah. So would we consider Jacob Savage my type, too?
Well, what kind of type of men do you like?
No! I'm talking about like he doesn't like my type, what you said about Mr. Incredible.
Well, is he a wrestling ring announcer?
No.
Yeah, well, he just doesn't like people. Let's put it that way, too.
Doesn't like people.
Just doesn't like people. Don't get in his way. He likes me, but I mean, don't get in the man's way.
Couple of big elbows. Big tag team main event coming up. The Redneck Renegades taking on Frankie, KAZARIAN and Silas Young. That's coming up later.
That's going to be one hell of a match.
Oh, look at this. Some hard right hands.
Slapping.
I don't even think they're phasing.
Ooh!
Oh, that did.
Big lung blower. Look at that.
That rang Mr. Incredible's bell a little bit. And that did it. He's off his feet.
Big drop kick by Jacob Savage. And look at that.
He's out.
Man, I didn't expect this kind of offense out of Jacob Savage.
Jacob Savage should be taking control of this instead, and maybe even going for a pin, but he's wasting time.
Rookie mistake. He may have gotten the pin on Mr. Incredible. He's giving him time to get up, and you do not want that Black Hammer up.
Why poke the bear?
Oh! Big spear through the ropes.
1, 2.
He almost got a 3 count.
That was, I think maybe that spear, it was a little bit low and maybe stunned Mr. Incredible. That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't think he expected it, that's for sure. And look at that, Jacob Savage here.
He is going up to the top.
Maybe pandering to these people a little too much, though.
Yeah,
Definitely not his forte, Dave.
a member of the Prophet, the fans usually don't like these guys. And now he's going all the way to the top. Some great agility by Jacob Savage.
Might be taking too much time here.
Yes.
Yeah. I called it. Wrestling smartest man. I called it, Dave.
Basically get out of the way of a diving Mr. Incredible. That was
Hits him up, slams him down.
Yeah, and now just having his way with Jacob Savage. Mr. Incredible comes back up, lifting that man up.
Look at this.
Right, not
buster.
just a suplex, but just gets that in, hooks the leg. 1, 2,
Wait 1 second.
down to 2. I think Mr. Jacob Savage should have just stayed down.
Well, he may have wanted to, but look at that. You got to respect a man for sticking in a fight with Mr. Incredible this long.
He said he got his shoulder up. He's jawing with the referee, allowing Jacob Savage to get back to his feet. And now Jacob Savage.
He might have one of the hardest right hands I've ever seen.
Oh my God. Again.
Wow.
Jacob Savage kicking out after that tremendous right hand by Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, most definitely. Jacob Savage, look at that. He may have a bloody nose right now and a rearranged face.
Could have lost a couple of teeth with that one, but yet he kicked out. And I do not understand why you would want to do that.
He's still firing up.
And a little Jacob chant.
Wow, that one toothless woman in the front row can relate after Jacob Savage got some teeth knocked out.
Coming back with a couple of forearm type elbows to the side of the neck.
Oh yeah, look at it. There's nonstop.
It's a bit of a rhythm going
He
there.
may never stop. You know what? Oh, big one.
Mr. Incredible on Rubber Leg Street right now. Up.
Uh-oh.
What is he trying to do?
Boom! Big code red.
1, 2. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Wow.
Jacob Savage applying that maneuver.
That was a code red made famous by the Amazing Red, and Mr. Incredible might be on Dream Street here. That's not a street in the ghettos of West Virginia, I can tell you
Could
that.
we see an upset in the making? Jacob Savage comes back in. Hard forearm to the side of the head. Uh-oh.
Boom! Black Hammer!
Bam!
There it is.
1, 2, 3. He got him. Your winner, Mr. Incredible. Wow. What a main event coming up. The Redneck Renegades versus Kazarian and Silas Young right after this.
Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline, and it's main event time. As always, I'm your host, Mike Young, and I've been looking forward to this one because we've got a former TNA X Division champion, a former TNA Tag Team champion, and a former Ring of Honor Tag Team champion in Frankie Kazarian, teaming up with one of my personal favorites in the business, the last real man in professional wrestling, Silas Young. Together, they take on the Redneck Renegades in our main event on CWE WWE Adrenaline. Let's go to the ring with Dynamite Dave Petro.
Once again, thank you, Mike Young and Mike Jones joining Dave Petro here at ringside. And this, Mike, is a big main event.
A huge main event. We've got Silas Young, the last real man in professional wrestling, teaming up with Kazarian, who was successful last week on CWE Adrenaline, as they step in the ring with Regina's favorite sons, the Redneck Renegades, Rex Roberts and Joey Vendetta.
And I tell you what, we've seen Silas Young in action a lot here in the CWE, and he is another mean man.
What do you say about Silas Young that hasn't already been said? The man likes to beat people up.
He certainly
he's
does.
The last real man, and he's out there to prove that every time he's in the ring. And Joey Vendetta, look at that, slammed down by Kazarian, boom, big leg drop.
Joey Vendetta, the man has been around professional wrestling a long, long time, and now, no, he's not going for a pin. I'm talking about Kazarian. He's choking Mr. Vendetta.
Wow, look at Joey Vendetta, all scraggly, kind of dirty looking.
Rex Roberts has seen enough, and he's trying to get in there and allowing the referee a little distraction here, a little tag team distraction by the team of Kazarian and Young as they double team Joey Vendetta in the corner.
Now, you know what? Silas Young and Frankie Kazarian need not take these two men lightly. Both men former heavyweight champions throughout Saskatchewan. Joey Vendetta actually promotes ringside wrestling out of Saskatchewan. Both men have traveled, been all over the world, and know exactly what they're doing in that ring.
And I got to tell you something. The Saskatchewan, they have not produced a lot of professional wrestlers. But I tell you what, the ones they have produced are tough.
They are tough. They are solid. And, yeah, you know what? You can't take these guys lightly.
No.
And to their advantage, these men have known each other for years. That's where Rex Roberts and Joey Vendetta may have the upper hand here over Kazarian and Silas Young.
It's our first look at them on CWE Adrenaline as a tag team, but not our first look at that man, Frankie Kazarian, as that he's another mean guy. Like, there's a guy that just doesn't smile a lot. He's just, again, happy when he's in the ring and beating guys up.
He's been on a roll in Canadian Wrestling's Elite. Both men, for that matter, have been on a roll in CWE. So it's gonna be one heck of an uphill battle for Rex Roberts and Joey Vendetta, who's barely alive on those ropes over there.
You know what? Each and every week, right here on CW Adrenaline, whether you're joining us on your television, whether you're watching us on the website, or you're going to YouTube, you will see the best in professional wrestling always in action. We give that to you each and every week.
Wait 1 second, look at this, Silas Young.
Yeah.
What a smart last real man.
You know what? I gotta give credit where credit is due. I do not like the antics of Silas Young, but that man is intelligent.
How can you not enjoy the last real man in professional wrestling?
Well, I guess you could call me, I'm saying I'm not a man's man.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years, you're not a man's man.
You know what I meant.
You're barely a man to me, Dave.
Tag was made. Silas Young now taking a little liberties. We have not seen Rex Roberts in this matchup legally whatsoever. He's trying to sneak in a little bit to save his partner. And Mr. Vendetta needs to make the tag.
He certainly does. And Rex Roberts been around the game about 20 years now, so the man knows a thing or two in that ring. Might throw one of the nicest, hardest punches I've ever seen. And we just saw Mr. Incredible earlier.
Oh, that guy pulling out that black hammer and that big victory over Jacob Savage. Oh. Look at this! Comes back, big elbow. Joey Vendetta hits the mat hard.
He took that elbow, the point of that elbow, right in the nose.
And then Silas Young goes over and smacks Rex Roberts. Rex Roberts gets all fired up, gets into the ring, and the referee has to get him out, a la the rules, allowing a double team, and there was no tag there! No tag there!
The referee heard the tag, though.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm not even going to say anything about it because you'll just defend him.
Oh, of course. And you know what? Roberts and Vendetta, they're fired up.
Yes.
And rightfully so. This is a big, huge opportunity for Rex Roberts and Joey Vendetta. But, Rex Roberts got to get that emotion in check here.
Yeah, you know what? Again, we've seen him before, but not on CWE Adrenaline like this in this tag team matchup. And you said that friendship, that camaraderie that he enjoys with Joey Vendetta maybe cost him. Maybe that's why he's losing his cool a little bit and causing this. Gonna try to make that tag there a little bit after he would have done that.
Big double crossbody.
Knocks the wind out of him. Look at that.
Joey Vendetta, Rex Roberts representing Ringside Wrestling as well as Canadian Wrestling's Elite. This is like a Ringside Wrestling versus Ring of Honor match we've got going here. There's some pride involved with Rex Roberts and Joey Vendetta.
Ringside Wrestling versus Ring of Honor right here in the CWE.
Canadian Wrestling's Elite, we house the best in talent in all over North America. And look at that, Joey Vendetta needs to make a tag to Rex Roberts.
Certainly does. Oh, look at this, getting him out again.
Look
That was a
at
distraction. That was Silas Young distracting him, and the tag was made right in front of everybody in attendance except the referee.
Silas Young and Kazarian have not been teaming for too long, but you would not be able to tell watching these two in the ring.
You know what? In terms of tag team wrestling, I'm going to say one thing, and it might not be politically correct. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, there's a beautiful thing watching Kazarian gyrate those hips.
No, that was not.
Would you call that tasty, maybe?
No. I know one guy that would call it tasty.
Yeah, I know him too, yeah. So look at this. In control. Joey Vendetta, man, he's on his last legs, I gotta think.
Yeah, he gets managed maybe a little instinctual. He gets up all the way to the top rope. He comes back down.
Big drop kick.
Look at this, and he needs to make that tag. Kazarian now, basically feeling the effects of that drop kick. Silas Young saying, come over, make a tag, make a tag, make a tag. But, is the tag made? He's crawling over. He's crawling over. Tag is made.
Get in there, Silas.
Double tag in both fresh men in the ring. And here comes Rex Roberts unloading on Silas Young. Body slam.
Oh, no.
Another body slam. He is on fire. Ducks that clothesline. Comes up. And just plants him.
Reverse power slam.
1, 2, and this one is not over.
Wow, Rex Roberts.
What a tremendous offensive flurry by Rex Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. He is in the ring now, and he just got...
Oh, wait a second. Big stunner by Joey Vendetta.
Comes around. Neck breaker. 1, 2. Kazarian breaking up that pin attempt.
That was a close one. Kazarian just barely bailing out the team. Look at that, kicks Joey Vendetta right in the face.
Right in the face.
I love it.
Tosses him out of the ring. Like yesterday's garbage. You're tossing a Slurpee cup out of your car window.
Look at these punches I talked about these days.
Oh, my word. Not a pretty sight in terms of what he looks like, but delivers a big punch and got his looks rearranged right there by Silas Young now out of nowhere. Stunner. 1.
This could be it.
2. No.
Well then, Rex Roberts
Silas Young could not believe it.
fighting through the pain.
The fans definitely on the sideline. Kazarian can't believe it. And Silas Young now looking at how he can put away Rex Roberts into the turnbuckles. Irish whip, reversal, no! Oh, the referee just got it.
Malfunction at the junction. Referee is down.
Kazarian now putting Joey Vendetta into the post, and this perhaps is not looking good. As
Perhaps. This is definitely not looking good, and I love it. Not looking good for the Redneck Renegades.
Referee is out. That championship belt of Kazarian, we've seen it use it as a weapon before. Oh, this is not looking good. What is this?
What the?
Out of nowhere, Hotshot Danny Duggan.
And what? Travis Cole?
Tasty Travis Cole.
What is going on?
Hotshot Danny Duggan and Tasty Travis Cole, are they an item?
Big elbow drop from Rex Roberts. What's going on?
Silas Young now. 1, 2, 3.
What?
What an upset, if you will. Silas Young was pinned by Rex Roberts. Coming to the aid of the Redneck Renegades, Tasty Travis Cole and Hotshot Danny Duggan.
What is going on?
The tables have turned on those two guys. Your winners, the Redneck Renegade. Dave Petro say good night from CWE Adrenaline. Wow.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. For all your CWE news, updates, and information, check us out online, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at our website, cwecanada.ca.